Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Q&A with Dr. K. There are many things in this world that irk the living daylights out of me, and probably more than I'd like to admit, but I think the important thing is understanding the things that you can control and the things that you can't control. And so the question for today is, are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? And to answer this question, I think it's important to gain perspective on splitting life into two. And on one half are things that you have control over, and on the other half are things that you do not have control over. And so when it talks about, are you holding on to something that you need to let go of, that sounds like the half of life that you have no control over. And I think having the wisdom to know the things that you don't control, the things that are out of your reach, the things that are gonna happen no matter what you do, and being okay with those, letting go of those things, I think is super important. But on the half of things that you do have control over, I think that having the courage of your convictions to speak up for those moments and to stand up for those times, I think is really important. So I don't think that you need to let go of those. I think that it's important that you better understand them and that you have the courage to speak the truth and to stand up for what you believe in. And so one thing that's kind of been on my mind lately is something that it was my initial answer that I need to let go of something. But the more I think about it, I actually feel that maybe I don't need to let go of it. I just need to continue to spread the truth and to speak my mind on certain topics. And the topic that's kind of really eaten me up is, I think it's really unhealthy for us to treat healthy people as though they were sick. It drives me crazy, literally, to see people treat healthy individuals as though they were sick. And I think it has a huge problem for our children. I think that we have an entire generation growing up, or at least a large portion of a generation growing up, that are learning at a very deep level inherently to avoid people, to avoid community, and to treat other individuals on this planet as though they are infectious and sick and something to be avoided rather than something to be embraced. And I think the longer that this mindset, the longer that this thought predominates, I think the larger that percentage of the population grows that will never grow out of it, that will continue to treat people as though they are infectious, sick, and something to be avoided. And I think it's a big problem. It's something that eats me up quite a bit. And I think having the understanding of speaking the truth is really important, because when you treat another person as though they are sick, it's the golden rule of treat others the way you would like to be treated. But I think the golden rule is even deeper than that. I think it's treat others as though they were yourself, because really deep down, that is yourself, right? When we look at things from a grand perspective, other people, the community, nature, not to get too metaphysical on you, but this planet, we are one with it. We are part of nature. And so if you treat other people as though they are sick, what you're really doing is treating them as though you are sick, as though you are faulty and you are infectious or you are at risk. And I think it breeds deep, deep problems going forward. And it drives me up a wall when I see kids or when I see people shunning or treating healthy people as if they were sick. And it's really disheartening for me. And it's taken me some time here to have the courage to speak against it. And I'm getting more and more comfortable as time goes on. Luckily, we have individuals out there like Dr. Tommy John or Dr. Stan and Health Freedom for Humanity, the big movement that they're creating, and many other doctors and many other influential people are starting to have the courage and the wherewithal to speak out against this. And it's really hard for me right now, but it's getting easier. And what it comes down to is just speaking the truth and having the courage to speak the truth. But to answer today's question, are you holding on to something that you need to let go? I don't feel anything right now that I need to let go, meaning it's out of my control and I need to stop stressing about it. The things that I do stress about, I've analyzed them. I try to be in touch with things that are worrying me and stressing me out, and they are in my control. I at least have control over the knowledge and the wisdom that I'm trying to spread and speak, and I'm trying to speak the truth. Not my version of the truth, but my perspective on reality, what I believe the truth to be. And I think as we continue to speak this, it's really important for people to think. I think it's important for people to think, period. I think that if we run into an instance where people are just simply blindly following anybody, don't even blindly follow what I have to say. What do I know? Take in what I'm saying, think for yourself, and move forward in what you believe is the best manner moving forward, weighing in all the outcomes, weighing in all the consequences, because I think if we continue in this path, it's just gonna grow the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. I think we need to start embracing people again. I think we need to start building community again, and I think it's important that we start now, and I think it's a good idea to start doing that. And so anyway, so that's my thoughts for today. It's been a little bit of a long Q&A, but for those of you that have stuck through to the end, continue to spread the word, and building a healthier humanity moving forward is something that I think we can all get behind, and something that I think I'm really passionate about. I know others out there are really passionate about it, so keep listening to them. Hopefully keep tuning into my show on these Q&A series. More importantly, check out the Sunday specials. I cover health topics, I cover mindset, health philosophy, belief systems that I think are almost more important than the practical. Rather than showing you stretches or showing you what to eat or how to exercise or different things of that nature, I think by taking a step back and talking about your mindset towards health and understanding the difference between cause and effect, aka symptoms, and understanding what is causing the problem is very important. And so talking about health from a mindset, from a philosophical basis, I really am passionate about, while at the same time sprinkling in some practical tips on healthcare and some head and neck health, because this is my specialty. But for those of you that have tuned in while I just sit here and rant on camera, I appreciate you. And feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Yeah, the difference between what you can and can't control, and knowing the difference and accepting the things that you cannot control and having the courage to control the things you can, right, is the basis of it. So thank you so much. Until tomorrow, hope everybody's having a good day. This has been another Q&A with Dr. K.